Have you ever felt like there's a whole universe inside of you, a place filled with thoughts, feelings, memories, and dreams? That, my friends, is your inner world. It's a landscape as vast and unique as any you could explore on the outside. But how often do we actually take the time to visit it? We're so busy with our jobs, our social lives, and the constant pings from our phones that we forget to check in with the most important person in our lives, ourselves. Think of your inner world as your personal sanctuary. It's where your truest self resides, away from the expectations and judgments of the outside world. It's where your creativity is born, where your intuition whispers guidance, and where your deepest values are forged. When we neglect this space, we can start to feel disconnected, lost, or like we're just going through the motions. We might feel anxious without knowing why, or unfulfilled despite having everything we thought we wanted. That's often a sign that we've lost touch with our inner compass. So, how do we start exploring this inner territory? It's simpler than you might think. It doesn't require a plane ticket or a packed suitcase. It just requires a little bit of quiet time and a willingness to be curious. One of the most powerful tools for this is simply paying attention. We can start by practicing mindfulness. This isn't about emptying your mind. It's about observing what's already there without judgment. Try this right now. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Now, just notice what thoughts are passing through your mind. Are they about your to-do list, a conversation you had earlier? Just watch them like clouds floating across the sky. You don't have to grab onto them or push them away. Just acknowledge their presence. What emotions are you feeling? Is there a subtle sense of peace, a flicker of worry, a hum of excitement? Again, just notice. This simple act of observation is the first step in mapping your inner world. It's like turning on a light in a room you haven't entered for a while. Another fantastic way to connect with your inner world is through journaling. You don't have to be a great writer. Your journal is a private space just for you. You can write about your day, your dreams, your fears, or things you're grateful for. You can ask yourself questions like, what brought me joy today? Or what's something I'm struggling with right now? The act of putting thoughts and feelings into words can bring incredible clarity. It helps you untangle the knots in your mind and understand yourself on a much deeper level. Sometimes you will be surprised by the wisdom that flows out of you when you just give yourself the space to write freely. Creativity is another gateway to the inner world. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, dancing, gardening, or even cooking a new recipe, engaging in a creative act allows your inner self to express itself without words. It's a form of play for the soul. When you're absorbed in a creative flow, the noise of the outside world fades away, and you connect with a deeper part of your being. You're not creating to impress anyone. You're creating for the sheer joy of it. This is your inner world made visible. Spending time in nature is also incredibly powerful. When you walk through a forest, sit by the ocean, or simply look up at the stars, it has a way of quieting the mind and connecting you to something larger than yourself. Nature reflects the beauty and complexity of our own inner landscapes. It reminds us that, just like the seasons, our inner states are always changing. There are times of growth and sunshine, and there are times of rest and quiet. Both are essential. Now, exploring your inner world isn't always going to be sunshine and roses. Sometimes, you'll encounter difficult emotions like sadness, anger, or fear. It's tempting to run from these feelings, to distract ourselves with more scrolling or more busyness. But these emotions are also part of your inner landscape. They're like signposts, pointing to something that needs your attention, something that needs healing or understanding. Instead of running, try to approach these feelings with gentle curiosity. Ask them, what are you here to teach me? By listening to even the difficult parts of ourselves, we become more whole. Remember, if you ever uncover feelings that are too overwhelming to handle on your own, it's a sign of strength, not weakness. To seek support, talking to a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist can provide a safe space to navigate those more challenging inner terrains. You don't have to go it alone. Cultivating a rich inner world is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. When you are deeply connected to your inner self, you become more resilient. You're less swayed by the opinions of others because you have your own internal anchor. You make decisions that are more aligned with your true values, leading to a life that feels more authentic and fulfilling. Your relationships can improve, because when you understand and accept yourself, you're better able to understand and accept others. This journey inward is a lifelong adventure. It's not a one-time destination, but a continuous process of discovery. Every day offers a new opportunity to connect, to listen, and to learn from the incredible universe within you. Start small. Maybe it's 5 minutes of quiet breathing in the morning, a few lines in a journal before bed, or a walk in the park without your phone. These small acts build a bridge to your inner world, a bridge that will support you for the rest of your life. You are the explorer, the cartographer, and the sole inhabitant of this beautiful, sacred space. Treat it with the care and wonder it deserves. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this inspires you to begin or continue your own journey inward. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content about living a more mindful and authentic life. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. What's one way you connect with your inner world? Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.